One of boxing's greatest ever rivalries matched Barney Ross and Jimmy McClellan. They fought 3 ferocious battles for the welterweight title in the space of a year.
The best thing about the McClellan and Ross rivalry was the fact that they represented 2 genres of boxing. You had Jimmy McClellan, who was an Irish kid who'd grown up in Canada, who was known as the babyface assassin, terrific puncher and all-action fighter. And in Barney Ross you had the guy that more or less represented the east side of American boxing, the Jewish element, the tough street kid from New York. And when they came together, it was all about heart and hunger. And it was pretty much characterised in the 3 very close, very fierce fights they fought. McClellan's big punch against Ross's non-stop busyness and his high work rate. And they produced 3 of the classic fights of all time.
In May 1934, Ross, the lightweight and junior welterweight champion, challenged McClellan for the welterweight title. In a split decision, Ross was declared the winner, making the first man to hold both the lightweight and welterweight titles, and McClellan, the 10th straight welterweight champion to lose the title in his first defense.
Welterweight champion Barney Ross of Chicago defends his crown against the challenger from Vancouver, Jimmy McClellan, in a 15-round return match.
3.5 months later, they met again.
McClellan's performance in the second fight after Ross had beaten him first up really showed what a proud and defiant kind of fighting style Jimmy McClellan had. He was quite well off. He was a huge draw card, and he was making a lot of money from boxing, but the money didn't come into it. Even though these guys were getting huge crowds and were very well paid, the money didn't come into it. It came down to basically primeval hunger and who wanted it most. And after McClellan had been outworked in the first fight, he came back with a bang in the second and really became Barney Ross's master for that night at least.
And referee Arthur Donovan thought McClellan a convincing winner. 10 rounds to Ross's 5.
1 year to the day after their first bout, the 2 met for the 3rd and last time.
It's a big statement to say that the third fight was one of the most brutal of all time, but it certainly is up there amongst the very most brutal of all time. And this is an era when you had guys like Fritzy Zivik, who was the master of the headbutt and thumbing opponents, but these guys just turned it on.
Both fighters were so evenly matched and fought to the death virtually, and they just knocked chips off one another in each of the 3 contests and all the 15 rounds, and they were just total wars. And those 3 fights rank with the all-time great rivalries in the ring.
We pick up the action in round 2 after Barney Ross had started quickly and took the first round easily.
Ross, in solid black trunks, will keep his jab in McClellan's face. He's looking for an opening for his right-hand bomb. Here's McClellan rushing in, and you'll see Ross evade many of the champion's blows. Ross jabbing aptly again. Throughout this round, you'll see Ross pressing. Barney is eager to move in and land his artillery. Both men working behind their jabs, looking for openings. Goes into a deep crouch. He does that to fake McClellan into dropping his guard and possibly work out an opening for a solid blow. Ross's left hook is landing as he crowds McClellan. A hard right to the jaw by Ross. And another. The second one staggered McClellan, and he ties up the challenger. Again, they trade hard left jabs to the head. McClellan is known as the harder puncher, but Ross is the faster man with his hands. Ross, the more aggressive fighter tonight. McLarnon try a right and a left to the body. Ross attempts a right to the jaw. He lands a left hook, but watch this. McLarnon lands his own blows while backpedaling. And Ross misses his shots near the end of round 2. Another frame awarded to Ross.
With Ross a clear leader on points, McLarnon knew he needed a final round knockout to win.
Ross is rough and tough. He's always willing to close with a champion. But McLarnon, though he's behind, is the more skillful boxer. Barney has maintained his aggressiveness, and he's thrown more punches. And that's the main reason for his lead at this point. Here comes a heavy barrage by Ross. But look at McLarnon fight back. You'll see McLarnon land some powerful long blows later in the round. The champion carries the heavier punch, and he'll make full use of a well-sustained body attack. McLarnon has Ross near the ropes. Watch Jimmy uncork his body attack. That will take the steam out of Ross and force him to hold on. Is holding. He's tired, while McLarnon is finishing strongly. Ross on the left receives another body blast. But he's in there pitching too. Both working on the body, and now Ross forces McLarnon to the ropes. You can see Ross is tired. Watch him lean on McLarnon while tying up the champion. McLarnon's body blows have slowed down Barney Ross. And now, in the remaining seconds of this fight, they'll slug it out toe-to-toe, with McLarnon doing the most damage. Watch. It's all over.
Ross had won a savage battle in a unanimous decision. McLarnon retired with